dividing means to share equally. Sometimes you can end up with remainders when you divide. I'm going to show you how to use fractions instead of remainders in your answer. If you haven't watched my other division videos yet, have a look at those first, because that's where I explain how to use large tricky numbers without remainders. Once you've got a handle on that, come back to this video to learn how to deal with those remainders. We'll start off with a simple one. 5 divided by 2. Let's say we have 5 chocolate chip biscuits and we're sharing them between 2 people. Each person would get 2 biscuits each, and there's 1 biscuit left over. So in our answer section we have 2 remainder 1. But remember, I'm going to show you how to use fractions instead of remainders. Because we're sharing between 2 people, I'm going to divide the remaining biscuit into 2. Now, each person gets another half. That means 5 divided by 2 equals 2 1/2. So instead of remainder 1 in our answer, we're going to change that to a half, so our answer shows 2 1/2. Let's try another one. 18 pizzas were ordered for 5 basketball teams. 18 divided by 5 equals 3 remainder 3. Now we will deal with the 3 remaining pizzas and turn them into fractions, so we don't waste any of that pizza. Because we are dividing by 5, we will cut each pizza up into fifths. There's a fifth for team A, a fifth for team B, a fifth for team C, a fifth for team D, and a fifth for team E. We'll do the same for pizza number 2, and for the 3rd remaining pizza, we'll cut that into fifths as well, giving each team 1/5. That means they get an extra 3/5 in total. So each team ends up with 3 3/5. We will change our answer from 18 divided by 5 equals 3 remainder 3 to 3 3/5. Let's look at one more example before I share with you a little trick that I like to call cracking the code. 27 pizzas were ordered for 4 football teams. So 27 divided by 4 equals 6 remainder 3. Now this time we'll divide the remaining pizzas into quarters because we're dividing by 4. And each team will get 1/4 of each of those pizzas. So each team gets an extra 3/4 in total. This means each team ends up with 6 3/4. So 27 divided by 4 equals 6 3/4. One of the things I love about maths is the patterns you can find in the numbers. Here's where I show you how to crack the code when it comes to using remainders and turning them into fractions. Here are our 3 examples. 5 divided by 2 equals 2 remainder 1. We are going to turn that remainder, in this case the 1, into the numerator in our fraction. Our denominator comes from the number we are dividing by. In this case, it's the 2. Isn't that cool? It makes changing from a remainder into a fraction so easy. Check this one out. 18 divided by 5 equals 3 remainder 3. We are going to turn that remainder into the numerator, and we get our denominator from the number we divided by. So 18 divided by 5 equals 3 3/5. And finally, 27 divided by 4 equals 6 remainder 3. We turn the remainder into the numerator and we get our denominator from the number we divided by. So 27 divided by 4 equals 6 3/4. I hope you found this useful and you now have the confidence to use fractions instead of remainders when dividing. Make sure you subscribe to Maths with Mrs Freeman for more tips and videos. Thanks for watching.